everybody. This is Big E here, and I know it's been a long time since I've actually done any kind of streaming. I might be doing this more. Probably not this game, but I want to give you my impressions of this game. So it's, of course, Saints Row, the newest one. I will say this. If this was not a Saints Row game, maybe this would have been better received. I don't know, but yeah. I will say the feeling of Saints Row is definitely not in this game. I will say that. I will say there are some interesting things about it, but I think that it feels like it's the feeling of the Saints Row is just not there. It's like it's a whole new way, and you practically have to start from scratch, as if you're going to, create the world that you're going to have eventually, etc., etc. So, music is okay. Not really that impressive to me, but then again, it just depends. Story is one of those weird ones too, that it just feels weird. And, you can be any kind of character that you want. I decided to pick a character that's older and bigger, because that's kind of how I kind of am for my, as someone who wants a bigger girl. But it feels so out of place because I'm like with all the youngins. It's kind of like, my character will be saying, "Yeah, Mama's here," and things like that. It's actually kind of funny, in that kind of way. But yeah, so let's see here. Want to show this one was rather actually new about doing these things, which I actually found kind of funny. So basically, you're ranking, and the lower the rank, the more effort they're gonna like try to do you in. So as we're going down, it's like the reviews keep changing. Couldn't even find the damn place, right? Radiation from this place never gave me superpowers. Dang it, I couldn't be the Hulk. Marshall's top secret formula is bottled water. I wanted to be a superhero. Come on.
Hit him where it hurts.
Okay, here we go.
Marshall.
And yeah, Marshall seems to be this baddie, at least for now. There's a lot of other gangs and stuff that come after you and stuff, but there's kind of a little bit of a leveling process, so it feels a little bit like an RPG, sorta, but not really.
Showed Marshall who's boss.
So, and they've got all kinds of strange things in this too. Feels weird sometimes. Little mines. Yeah, you'll have like special abilities when you do certain things too. You do have the grenade one, which is great. And it looks like you got unlimited grenades, by the way. So that's actually a kind of a plus. Oops. Eventually get the fire punch.
Here we go.
And then you can, you get all these different perks that you have to work on. And here's some of the progress that you can do, and then you can assign certain ones. Oh yeah, this is the important one here. I like that one too. So as you level, you'll actually gain more upgrades. And then there are perks. Which, can I purchase? Yes, I can actually. I'm gonna purchase it. Really? That's it? And the next one is higher. You, of course, have the cash transfer. So the more you do, eventually, I mean, you have to do a lot of the you had to do a lot of not extras itself first. You probably had to go through some of the main storyline for a little bit in order to gain that point where you can actually do that. So you do get to a church that you occupy. And you can actually add stuff to it, which is different and new. But you have to like find them and take pictures. So it's kind of a weird thing in my view, but that's why I feel like this would work better if it was a different game. So eventually you get this. And so you're trying to create an empire and things like that. And you're using certain things, and so what happens is that you create more opportunities to do a variety of things. So at first it started out with these particular things, drug pallets to look for, and eventually do like the weather stations is where you do the ring suit stuff. Here's one that I do eventually get, the toxic waste. So yeah, and this too, all these threats. So there's a variety of things you eventually get to do, but you kind of have to go through the story a bit to get there. Because when I first looked, it was like, why are all this other stuff here? You know, like you're looking here, stores to find, discoveries, side hustles, and things like that. And I'm like, I don't see any of these. I can't even find them. So, but here we are. And then you talk to, of course, the kiddos.
This whole extra business is cutthroat. Did you know people will actually pay you to leave bad reviews to hurt the competition? Whew, that's hardcore.
Yeah, we just did one, man. Huh? But yeah, every time I look at the story, I'm like, I'm the older lady doing stuff.
Oh, yes.
You're
You should
Jeff.
totally jump on the Wanted app. Easy way to make some extra cash. That reminds me of a funny story.
Not easy.
I'll tell you one of these days.
I just did one for the first time, and it was kind of weird. It was the meth lab one, and yeah, it was kind of weird. So
Looking good.
having extra ability to tow particular vehicles or particular things and do all kinds of stuff with it. So let's see. What else do I want to show? And of course, all the different things. Some of the threats can do all kinds of other things, like looking for stash and do protections and whatnot. So at least it seems to have a little more of a reality to them, but then again, I kind of do like the craziness of what Saints Row 3 and 4, especially 4, maybe because I love the Matrix and I love the idea of having superpowers and whatnot. So, Why don't we do this? So the reason why I'm taking away the music is because I don't want to make sure I get decked for music. So. And it's not that impressive. Now, what's weird too is, okay, so looks pretty hard to like do things, but there is a way to do other things. So you could sideswipe people, and you can actually drift, but you had to use a button to drift. Kind of weird in my view, but here's my drift. It's basically X. Oh, I'm sensing it. Oh shit.
Okay, we're through. Now listen, Truck. Don't you blow up on me.
Gonna try to be really careful. So basically the intent for this is for my, to do extra money and whatnot to be able to send these out. Pick these up.
That's gonna make a mess.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Right, future.
Dan, we got a leak.
What did I tell you? Pedal to the metal.
I'm working on it.
Damn it. Technically, I was supposed to be really slow, don't hit anybody. But knowing how I drive, yeah, that ain't happening.
Come on, Truck.
That's gonna hurt.
Why me?
I'm not gonna do well on this one. Am I?
My day. Now what?
I need to start dressing back.
This is not my day.
Well, I'll be damned. You're killing it out there, boss.
Better to kill than be killed, I reckon.
Ain't that the truth? I totally thought you'd have blown yourself up by now, or turned into some kind of jelly monster. Anyway, keep those trucks rolling in. Lots more out there.
Look at all the people being radiated in the green.
I should do something with my hair.
I mean, if I do this stuff, maybe I should just be like wearing something. You can actually automatically get your wearing. Yeah. There we go. That would be what I would be wearing for it. Alright, so my verdict for this game is I don't know. I'm kind of saying that it would be like if it was another name besides Saints Row, yeah, I'd give it probably a 7 out of 10. There are some wanky things about some of the physics. If you hit something in a particular kind of way, your car or whatever you have will start flying. It's just weird. So there's a little here and there of physics that is kind of strange. Story is just... So, for a Saints Row game, because of how uninteresting it really feels at times, not to mention the place, just doesn't feel like the same place.
It's not like this is my dream job.
I'd probably give it a 4 out of 10. Probably. So, that's my part on it. I am glad, though, that it became part of the PlayStation Plus free game. Um, and I do wish that Volition was able to stay instead of having, instead of the publishers, I think it's Deep Silver, is it? Telling them what to think to do, which I guess they were going to be doing Saints Row 2.5 or Saints Row 2 remake or something. I think that probably would have been the better thing to do. So, alright folks. I know this is a short one today. I'm probably going to be doing more when Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty comes out. I'm going to do a whole lot more. So, wait up for that. Because I know there's just going to be a lot of changes for Cyberpunk after that, with Cyberpunk 2.0 of the patch 2.0. So, I'm looking kind of forward to that. Not entirely sure if I'm going to like the police chases as much, because I don't care so much for police chases, but if it's done well, I might be okay with it. Yeah. Alright, folks. Take care. And be well.